Anyone who has ever played the previous titles of Just Cause will know exactly what to expect from this latest fourth installment. With the help of Avalanche and Square Enix, once again we can play as the badass Mexican agent of destruction, Rico Rodriguez. No matter whenever it's on the ground or the surface of the water or even in the air, we can cause ridiculous amount of destruction that will cost dearly not only to our enemies but also to the local residents. Of course, it is not our problem, right? The primary emphasis of the game is on the delightful and fun demolition of our environment, and with a sharp sense of humor and over-the-top action scenes, Just Cause 4 doesn't even attempt to press our brain cells too much. To compare this game to anything else, I guess GTA will come in mind with its whatever you can see you can drive philosophy. Well, can save you wasting too much time introducing the bad guys right away with Mexican Eric Roberts here and her loyal henchwoman Gabriela. I mean, even if I wouldn't know, who else these could be but the bad guys, right? Am I judgmental here? Anything in this game with the color red can be destroyed and probably going to have a pretty nice explosion. At this point the clouds were playing up a bit and I was even checking my hardware acceleration just to be on the safe side. These randomly placed boxes will supply us with weapons and ammo. It was time to test my rifle by shooting these large red balls. Okay, which one of us hasn't woken up yet in the middle of a mud somewhere in the jungle after a long night of drinking? National Geographic and David Attenborough presents The Local Wildlife. Hello lady, well, at least you ain't smoking inside of that gorgeous house of yours. I don't know what you're selling, but frankly it doesn't look too tasty. Some happy dancing by the local residents. She's meant to be pretty, so why give her the most unattractive piece of clothing like ever? Entrance of the evil henchwoman and her toy soldiers. Well, aren't you disrespectful?
You dare, you will be my little plaything tonight.
Oh, not again. Nice. Well, either these soldiers simply can't afford the bullets, or the training they receive from Gabriela, well, is a little bit different. I found both the parachute and the wingsuit rather enjoyable to use and was eventually my preferred way to cover even larger distances. Better get used to find and destroy these generators as you will encounter them a lot. At the beginning of the game I was thrown a lot of info about the map, on how to advance our territory and move our army around. It almost felt overwhelming at the time, but it really is just a mechanism to progress the story further. We got to complete certain tasks in order to unlock the next area and move on with the story. And once again, causing destruction is the primary fun factor in this game, especially from behind a large cannon. You can easily snatch the enemy's tank even in the middle of a battle. Of course, I wasn't paying attention to such minor details as the spreading fire on the exterior, but remember, you are not invincible. I'm pretty sure I have seen this device in a different game.
Kept you waiting, huh?
I found setting up your grappling hook a bit overcomplicated and have to admit that I lost my way quite a few times by moving between different screens in order to set up the correct loadout. In general, the grappling hook is still fun to use, but I really only messed around with the setups when the game forced me to. Finally, behind the cannon again. This is actually really cool after a long day in office. I am really jealous with this Rico guy. He can pretty much drive and fly anything on the spot without training. How cool is that? time to time I came across with certain side missions. For example, this guy kept asking me to find hidden locations on the map. He must have some serious health issues though. I mean, look at those armpits.
What is that?
I also encountered Indiana Jones flashbacks with rolling stone heads and dark caves with glowing skulls. Classy. Now, as I said, shooting with cannons is really fun, unless your targets are fast-moving tiny drones and you getting harassed by a bloody timer. Needless to say, I kept failing again and again
And again. And again.
At one point, I got access to these so-called supply drops, which very realistically delivered me my first chopper. That's cool, I guess. Hey, here comes Sheldon, our old friend from the agency. He's our American contact and also kind of a comic relief. I might be wrong there, but I don't think battleships could really turn in that angle. You can jump out from planes at any time, allowing it to self-destruct on impact, but this specific landing I really wanted to try. As a typical fetch quest, I was given the opportunity to drive away with my brand new car like I always dreamt of, through the glass. Of course, this game also has its bugs and freakouts. On this occasion I got a weird landing first, and then somehow managed to fall through the bridge. At this stage I thought I might have to restart the whole game, but eventually it kinda snapped out of it. From the very beginning I was looking for the chance to fly by a raging tornado. However, I have to say it looked a lot scarier in the trailer. I had a closer encounter with it later on, but I'm still looking for a game that could give us something more realistic. Well, here I was hoping to get some quiet me time with Mira and develop our relationship a little bit further. Look at her eyes, I mean, she clearly got a thing or two for Rico, right? But then this other clown showing up ruined the mood, and he kinda reminds me to someone. I wonder why.
Like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love.
Even she knows. I knew the story would eventually force me into a jet, but it was actually pretty cool. Getting inside and taking a quiet ride could have been really nice, but I only managed to get to the top of it, which sort of killed the mood, at least for me. One of the craziest moments was when I had to get close to a level 5 tornado with my parachute on. It would have been great to keep control longer, but the cutscene took it over pretty quick. I guess they would shoot me on sight, so stealing one car, I don't think it's gonna make much difference. One of my largest problems with the game was that no matter what you were driving, whether it was a large construction vehicle, a military chopper, or maybe a jeep, or even some hard-ass badass tank, it kind of felt like driving a toy than the real thing. My clever attempt to fly into a sandstorm with a parachute. I know. I never understood why the bad guys felt obliged at the end of the movie or game to reveal everything to our hero. Our last chance for a bit of a privacy with Mira. She's offering you a drink. Are you serious, boy? This little gem of a game is a real treat whenever you're looking for some easy fun coupled with some cold beer. I can recommend to anyone who likes action and don't want to get too damn serious. I only hope that we can see more games like this in the future. Peace to you, game lovers, and of